All right, give me 1 second. I'm waiting for. All right, there we go. All right, guys, it's Colin. Hold on 1 second. All right, there we go. All right, guys, this is Colin Nathan Aleem, the real estate boy, and I'm back again. Okay, so we just did Philadelphia County, and a lot of times people ask me, well, what about Delaware County? Because I do a lot of business in Delaware County. I have a home in Delaware County also. So we're going to talk about Delaware County. We're going to talk about the real estate market in Delaware County for October of 2025. Okay. So in general, sales dropped hard. I mean, Delaware County has been on fire for a while. Okay. For years, Delaware County has been on fire. All right. So in general, what we're seeing is we're seeing sales have dropped hard. Inventory is creeping up and prices are stalling. All right. So we're going to break all of that down, guys. We're going to break all of that down. All right. So first and foremost is we have closed sales are down. So activity. All right. Activity is down. From last October to this October, sales are down almost 13%. Almost 13%. Okay. What we're seeing is we're seeing a significant drop in buyer activity in Delaware County, man. It just couldn't keep the pace. It just couldn't keep the pace during COVID. There was a lot of people from Philadelphia. The Philadelphia flight is what I call it, was trying to get out of Philadelphia and trying to get into Delaware County. And you just seen a run up. You just seen a run up as far as Delaware County in general. There's not as many homes available in Delaware County, and then also you don't see the type of inventory in Delaware County that you see in Philadelphia County. In Philadelphia, there's a lot more renovated homes. In the area, there is some new construction, but just not a lot overall. Okay, compared to like Florida, Texas, or California. But when you go to Delaware County, number one, you're paying for a different neighborhood. Okay. You get a little bit more space in Delaware County, but you also get more taxes. All right. The taxes in general, even though Philadelphia is creeping up, in Delaware County, the taxes are a lot higher. So that means that your purchasing power comes down. Okay. So through economic uncertainty combined with ongoing affordability pressures, what it has is it's made the buyer pool in Delaware County a little bit more cautious, and it's kind of reshaping the local market dynamics in real time. Okay. So what does that mean for sellers in general? In sellers, properties are taking longer to sell. Properties are taking longer to sell. I just put a home on the market, super duper affordable, in Collingsdale for 135. It's a 3 bedroom and 1 bath home in Collingsdale. It's Collingsdale or Darby. So if you are interested, then reach out to me for that. But again, for sellers, it's taking longer for homes to actually sell. Okay. You need to put more work into attracting buyers. I remember last year, 2 years or 3 years ago, if you were a seller in Delaware County, it's like you were a prince. You just put the home on the market and it just sold almost instantly. Okay. People were like climbing and fighting to get into Delaware County. Okay. No, now in reference to sellers, you have to strategically price your property. Okay. And presentation more critical than it's been in years. More critical than it's been in years. Now, for buyers, you're facing less competition right now. Okay, people were running, like I said, people were running out to Delaware County. Not so much now. Okay, so you have less competition, and time is on your side. Okay, you can find the right property out there. Not as many people are looking in Delaware County. I mean, but just in general, right now, there are less people that are looking. Okay, but if you're looking in Delaware County, you have a little bit more time than you've had in the past years. Okay, so let's talk about home prices. Okay, there's a slight uptick in home pricing in Delaware County. Now, of course, Delaware County, um, Philadelphia is super diverse, but Delaware County is super diverse also. Okay, so we're looking at this as a county, Okay, so just take that with a grain of salt. The median sales price in Delaware County is up a little more than a half a point from last year. Okay, so not much, not much. The median sales price in Delaware County is $355,000. So as far as the growth rate in reference to price, it's stalling. Okay, it's stalling. It's nearly flatlined, and that means that the sellers, they can't command any price they want anymore. I mean, listen, a year or two ago, Delaware County, they were just writing their own ticket. They were just writing their own ticket, okay? But that's pulled back some. So let's talk about the strategy for sellers. You can't chase the comparables from 2021. Okay, you just can't chase those comparables anymore. The market has changed. The market has fundamentally changed. Okay, you need to price your home correctly. You need to price your home correctly from day one. And again, those sellers who understand this will do better than sellers who don't understand this. The initial selling price is an invitation. The initial selling price is what? It's an invitation. Okay? So the current market conditions for sellers are not like they were 3 years ago. Okay? If you overprice your home, it's going to cost you time and money. Again, if you're selling your home in Delaware County, it's going to if you overprice it, it's going to cost you time and money. Now, again, if you are looking to sell your home in Delaware County, definitely reach out to us so we can sit down, have a conversation, and I can, number one, give you our sold in 3 days strategy where we guarantee that we will get your house under contract in 3 days. Okay. Now, let's talk about the buyers. You have real leverage now. Okay. Don't be afraid to negotiate for repairs, closing costs, assistance, and just a better purchase price. Okay, sellers are motivated. They're motivated. Why? Because the conditions are different. Okay, you have more of an advantage now than you've had in years. So if you're looking to buy a home in Delaware County, okay, you're in a better position than you've been in years. So let's talk about days on the market. Okay, how long does a home take to sell? All right, homes are taking longer to sell in Delaware County. Okay, from last October to this October, they're staying on the market one more day. So the median days on the market right now for homes in Delaware County is 13 days. Okay, that's less than 2 weeks. Now, that's not a dramatic shift. It's not a dramatic shift. Okay, but this one day increase, it confirms what we're seeing across the board. Okay, the market is definitely cooling off. Properties are flying off the market like they've been in recent years. Like I said, year like 2021, 2022. I mean, it was pandemonium. It was pandemonium in Delaware County, but now it's cooling off. So again, as far as days on the market, for sellers, preparation is key. Preparation is key. Staging matters when you're getting up and higher in the price points. And also, first impressions. Don't think that buyers are always going to circle back. Do not think that buyers are always going to circle back because a lot of times they don't. They come, they see the house, and then they're on to another house. Okay. In reference to my buyers, okay, you have more time. You have more time than you think. Now one of the differences between buying a house in Philadelphia and buying a house in Delaware County is that there are a lot more grants and down payment assistance to buy a home in Philadelphia. But in Upper Darby or in Delaware County, they have their own down payment assistance. Now they may have a little bit more red tape, okay? They may have a little bit more red tape, but we do have down payment assistance available in Delaware County, and there's also a state grant also. So again, if you are buying, reach out to me so we can sit down and we can see how much money we can get you in down payment assistance and how we can strategically get the best price and the best value for your money. But in reference to Delaware County, as far as a buyer, you have more time than you've had in the past years. Now let's look at inventory. All right. The inventory is rising. So that means what? That you have more homes. You have more homes on the market. So supply is steadily building. Now supplying is the supply in Delaware County is not where the supply is in Philadelphia. There's a lot more homes in Philadelphia. Okay. People move at a lower rate in Delaware County than they do in Philadelphia. Philadelphia is much more transit, okay? But we're watching in Delaware County the supply go up slowly but steadily. And again, this is a shift, okay? This is a shift for sellers and buyers, okay? More inventory means more of a balanced market, all right? So the active listings are up almost 5% from last year. Okay. Now, the months of supply, this is months of supply. Whenever I talk about this is such a crazy stat. Okay. So, for those of you who don't know, what months of supply says is okay, if no more homes were to come on the market and we sold all of the homes that are on the market right now, how long would it take? In Philadelphia, it's 5 months, okay, or close to 5 months. It's close to 5 months, just to give a comparison. It's close to 5 months. In Delaware County, it's close to 2 months, okay? It's close to 2 months. That means that it's not a lot of homes on the market in Delaware County. Yes, there's more active listings than it was last year, definitely. There's more active listings than it was last year, definitely. But still, overall, there's not a lot of homes on the market. So, in reference to sellers, your home now has more competition than it did. So, you need to stand out. You need to stand out superior with your condition, your presentation, your photos, how the home is arranged. Okay, and for the buyers, you have more selection. You don't have the same selection people have in Philadelphia, but you have more selection in Delaware County than you had in past years. Okay, so you can take your time a little bit more than you did last year. You can't take all day. Okay, you can't take all day. So now let's talk about buyer activity. Okay, pending sales. Pending sales is up 6.4% from last year. So more buyers are entering into contracts, okay? Likely rate watching, waiting for the right movement, okay? So we have more pending sales. More people are going under contract than they did last year, okay? We also have new listings up 4.1%. So sellers are testing the market to see what their home would command in the current conditions. So that's let's see, new listings are up, okay, and pending sales are up. All right. So for sellers, list now while buyers are still active and motivated before you have the breaks and you have people having off and doing this, that, and the third. For buyers, if the rate dips, okay, if the rate dips, the mortgage rate, you want to lock in that rate, okay, but you don't want to time the market, okay. I never ever advise timing the market because you could say, okay, I'm going to wait till next year. I'm going to wait till next year, or what a lot of people say is, oh, I'm going to wait till 2026, or I'm going to wait till next summer or next spring. You can do that, but you can find the prices up. You can find the prices up, okay. So what's my market outlook? Okay, we're right now in Delaware County, we're in a fragile, shifting market. Okay, sellers, I'm talking to all my sellers out there, you can't be greedy. Okay, you cannot be greedy and think, oh well, my neighbor down the street sold his house for $450,000. I can do the same. Mine's look just like him. No, no, you have to get real on what the current market is. So what we would do, again, if you're looking to sell your house in Delaware County, is we would sit down and we would go over, okay, what's the best strategy? You have to have a strategy. You just can't put your house on the market and just go for what you know. Okay, that's going to cost you time and money. And for buyers, you need to be ready. You need to be ready, meaning what? Call me first so we can devise a strategy. That's the first thing. And the second thing, what I'm going to do is to get you as much money as possible in down payment assistance if this is your first home. And then we need a strategy to go out and get the best home and the best value. Now is the time. The buyers who are out now are super serious, okay? The winners in this market are the ones who are smart and not scared. We need to be playing to win, okay? Not playing to lose like you see on Saturday for a lot of people, okay? So let's make a move, all right? Again, for buyers, um, let's get you into a home that fits your budget and goals. That's important to fit your budget and goals before the rates shift again, because the rates could go up. Okay, the rates could go up. What I'll do for you is I'll help you navigate this buyer-friendly market and identify the best opportunities. Okay, and navigate with for terms that work for you. Okay, with less competition right now and motivated sellers. Okay, now is your moment to buy the perfect property without a bidding war like we've seen in recent years, man. It's just funny because I'm thinking of my buyers in Delaware County, and it was like I had to prep them all the time. Like, hey, um, we're going to have to jump out the window for this property. So if you want this property, just understand that we're going to have to jump out the window. Okay, I would have to tell them that every time we went out. Now it's not like that. We can go see homes and we can negotiate some. Okay, as far as sellers, if you want top dollar, you have to be strategic. We have to have a strategic plan. Okay, um, I'll price it right based on the current market data. We need to be smart. If you try to chase the comps from 2 or 3 years ago, it will cost you time and money. Okay. You really should have some guidance, some professional guidance. Okay. So if you are looking to sell your home in the Delaware County, definitely reach out to me. Okay. So we can sit down. I can show you what we have and we can kind of go from there. So I'm your Delaware County market expert. If you are ready, you can reach me by phone 267-930-1249. Or what you can do is you can go to my website, www.sellwithkhalid.com, or you can go to www.followkhalid.com, where you can set up a one-on-one with me. Okay. All right, guys, that's it. This is Colin Nathan Alim, the real estate boy. If you're looking to buy a home, sell a home, or invest in real estate, I got you. I'll see you guys next week. Take care.